What up, guys? So we are preparing for another adventure. We have to go pick up the RV because we had some stuff that we needed done on it. We got an upgrade to the battery system, which we'll show you later. So hopefully that's gonna work a lot better. And we're heading to the storage unit because we're gonna leave our car there. And then we're gonna Uber over to the RV, grab it from the dealership, and we're gonna pack it up. And we'll talk more about where we're headed next. Follow me. All right, so we dropped the car off at the storage unit right here. We're waiting for an Uber to pick us up, and then we're heading over to pick up our RV. Well, we got it. We got 2 batteries. They look good, and I think it's gonna work out good, but we'll find out. So we're gonna go grab some lunch, and then time to load up the RV for the big adventure. All right, so we were super tired last night. By the time we got the RV back from the dealership, cleaned it, packed it out, because the dealership gave it back to us super dirty, unfortunately. So we drove about an hour and a half, so we're currently in Ocala, Florida. So yeah, didn't sleep super great. It's face tracking Remy. We got this new camera, as you can see, so the footage looks crispy.
We'll show you guys what you...
I don't know why I did this. Crispy.
Tell them we'll show them what they look like.
What do you mean?
We'll show them what they look like.
Who's they?
I'll show you what you look like. Hey, it's Willow.
They can't hear you right now. She's saying this is what you look like. She forgets that now we have an external mic, so you have to talk in the microphone. But that's okay. I can just commentate her now. We also have a gimbal with face tracking, so I can move around. It's really fun. Okay. Anyways, more on what's going on later. We got to get out of here, though. All right. So we got a lot of driving done so far. Feeling pretty good about it. We are currently in Georgia. We're at the state line of where Florida meets Georgia. Isn't that a country band?
Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
I love Florida Georgia Line. Please give us concert tickets. I'm obsessed with you.
This is what's up. We are traveling back to our place in Wisconsin. We still have an apartment there, even though we live in Florida full time, which we keep to like visit family and stuff like that. Just if sometimes we get sick of like the Florida busyness that happens there, especially around this time of year. Those of you guys from Florida know what I'm talking about, but spring break, it's crazy. So we usually, when everyone comes, we dip out usually. We're taking kind of like a really slow, leisurely RV trip now that we've got an RV, and we're just going to check out all the states along the way. And today's state is Georgia. So Willow's making lunch, and I'm just hanging out right now.
Okay, you guys, we are in Cecil, Georgia, trying to drop off mail. They're closed today. Yeah, this is the tiniest post office I've ever seen. It smells so good in here, you guys. It smells like apples, like cinnamon apples. So yeah, let me get a shot of the outside. There's Paul. We really are out here. It's kind of hard to see just how small this building is. Looks like they have 1 parking spot. So tiny. Okay, you guys, so we are in Georgia. We are headed towards Atlanta right now. We stopped in an area I think was called Cordell, but I'm not really sure. Cordell or something. We tried to go to the grocery store, but it wasn't like the best area. So at least the part of the city, I don't mean to roast anybody who lives there. Please. I'm sure you can understand. Like, this is our literal home on wheels. I'm getting us canceled right now. Little Remy girl. She has been so well behaved all day. What a blessing when we get days like that. So we are heading towards Atlanta tonight, trying to make it past Atlanta. We stopped in Cordell, Georgia, a few hours ago, actually. Now, we stopped there for about an hour or two. I made dinner. It wasn't too elaborate or exciting. We were thinking about spending the night there, but decided that we would just press on through Atlanta, because if you've ever made this drive before, you know that, from getting through Atlanta is easily the most traffic that you could encounter. Atlanta's just so big, and the traffic can be really bad. I know when Paul and I made the drive to actually move to Florida, I thought we escaped the traffic, but then we actually got into really where the traffic was, and it was pretty bad. And then Paul's mom came recently. She drove down, and she unfortunately got stuck in hours and hours and hours of Atlanta traffic. So in an effort to avoid a situation like that, we are trekking through there tonight. We're going to be getting to the area we're sleeping at like 9:30. So we stopped to see our favorite beaver. Sorry, this pop is really big. Hey, yo. So we're thinking about our plans for tomorrow. And since we will be through Atlanta, we think we are going to try to have Nashville of the last time and first time we had Nashville hot chicken in Nashville. It was eventful, to say the least. And if anybody has any recommendations on where we should go for Nashville hot chicken in Nashville, let us know. Be mindful that we are in an RV. So if it's like super downtown, like parallel parking only, that's not necessarily going to work. But we found a Hattie B's, which I guess is a chain out there. If you live there and think Hattie B's sucks, I'm really sorry, but it sounds like a lot of people like it. So we found one that seems like there's some parking near there that will work for us. And we're really excited because I did not have a good experience the last time I had Nashville hot chicken in Nashville. So yeah, drop below any recommendations you guys have for Nashville hot chicken in Nashville. And frankly, if you have any recommendations for any of the food that you're known for, if you're on our route, particularly Kentucky, we're not really sure what kind of food Kentucky is known for.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Oh my God, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Paul just told me. Paul, what are your thoughts on Al's beef?
So good. The gravy, especially. Yum.
The jus.
Yeah, and the chardonnay is good too. But I have to get that kind of on the side.
It's a little spicy for Paul, but I think it's probably because he didn't grow up eating it. There was a period of my life, not very long ago, I don't know if I should be admitting this on camera, that I ate Italian beef at least once a week. Don't look at the sodium content. I'm sure my arteries are screaming.
From sodium?
Yeah, isn't that a sodium thing?
I think that's a cholesterol thing.
Huh?
I think that might be a cholesterol thing.
Isn't that sodium?
No, I don't think so. Let's pop open a cold one for this. By cold one, I mean these new primes.
Leave it to Paul to always make light of a scary situation. Last night we had easily the scariest experience we've had since starting to RV. I don't even know really where to start, but basically we went to bed.
Yeah, this is the reason why we didn't film and why you're seeing us at a different location than normal in the morning, but
Yeah.
basically, we went to bed at a Love's truck stop, like we normally do when we're like traveling, because it's quick, it's easy. We can wake up, get going in the morning.
It's open 24 hours, so we always feel really safe there.
This particular time, they have dedicated RV spots. This particular time, we parked in a normal spot, which is one thing we really like about this RV from Coachman, is that it fits in a normal spot. If you can back the back of it into like grass, like if it can overhang over the curb or something. So we do that like we normally do, 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, because all the RV spots were full.
Like it's more quiet. So. You're like away from the gas pumps and stuff.
Yeah, the RV spots were full. And we figured, you know, this will be better because we didn't sleep super good the night before. So we thought, okay, we'll be away from everyone. And there was cars around us. We should probably add, like, so we did feel safe. We were like under a street light, like all of the safety precautions everybody tells you.
Yeah.
To take.
So it's like 12:30, 12 o'clock. And Willow's already feeling some anxiety about sleeping for some reason. Maybe it was her intuition. Who knows? But basically, about 12:30 rolls around. I'm jolted out of bed. I don't know if you're fully asleep at this point, maybe a little bit, maybe half sleeping. I'm jolted out of bed by really loud music. So we sit there for a minute, and I mean a few minutes. I would say like 5 to 10 minutes. And it doesn't stop.
It doesn't get turned down or anything either.
Yeah, there's a man outside screaming. So at this point, I feel like this man's probably intentionally trying to mess with us, because why else would you pull up right next to us? Like, he pulled in at that moment. We heard him pull up, blast music at that moment, and act like that. It's just not really something that you do. Like,
especially at 12:30 at night, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you could clearly see someone sleeping. We have our shades up on our windows and all that good stuff.
And there was other people sleeping in like normal vehicles. So it was obvious that the whole row of cars that we were a part of, we were all sleeping. We were away from the building. And
I tell Willow, wait in bed. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna see what's going on. Like, I felt comfortable with the situation. Like, fine. So I go out there, and it's this guy all by himself having a party by himself, basically. Slamming shooters of vodka or something. Some
clear liquid, like the little shooters that you can buy at gas stations.
So I asked the man politely, hey, it's 1 a.m. We're trying to sleep. Can you please turn that music down? And he starts just going off, like screaming at me, like, you don't own this parking lot, like, how dare you? And just goes crazy, like screaming at me. So at this point, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna enter this man's car or anything, like, but like, I'm prepared, like, if he's gonna come at me, like, okay. So I'm waiting, and at this point, I'm just like kind of in disbelief, like shocked. I mean, normal, like a polite, respectful person would just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize you were sleeping, like, let me turn that down, my bad. Right? That's what we would do. I guess if someone asked us and said we were being really loud and being disrespectful.
Yeah. And at this point, I'm in bed holding onto the dog, and I am so scared. We don't know the area very well. We're not familiar with it and what kind of people are around here. It looked like a good area. We're not really from here, so I guess...
I was just waiting to see if he's gonna... Because, like, obviously I'm not gonna, like, go up to him. So, like, I'm standing outside the RV, seeing if he's gonna come out and... Anyways, long story short, could not resolve the situation ourselves because he just continued to stay in his car screaming. But anyways, guys,
it was so scary.
That's not how we expected this vlog to go. But we really thank you for watching, and we are gonna go get that Nashville hot chicken, which we were planning doing in this vlog. So join us in the next one. We'll see you then.